Today we're going to be doing seared pork loin with nice oven roast potatoes as well. We're also going to make a compound butter to go with this that is just unfair. So first, I have a nice pork loin here. This is a nice boneless pork loin. I'm going to be using a grill pan today. So I'm actually going to take just a little bit of oil and just give my grill pan just a touch of oil like that, okay? Now, a trick to seasoning to remember. Anytime you season, a lot of times I see people make mistakes in classes where they'll take their salt and they get really close to it and they're just kind of pinching here and pinching there. Nah, forget all that. What you want to do is this. Take your salt, lift your hand high, and rain it down like this, okay? The reason you're doing that is because it distributes your salt a lot better as opposed to putting a little here, a little bit there, and you get a lot better coating of your seasoning. That way each bite tastes the exact same. You get a better coating, also better color as well too when you sear. So you want to season both sides, top, bottom, side to side, all that love as well too. When you season it the way you want, and also learn your seasoning hand. You know I have a very high tolerance for salt, but learn, how many pinches, man hand pinches you actually need. So this is gonna go right across just like that, okay? You wanna hear that talking back to you. Anytime you sear, saute chicken, meat of any fashion, I call it talking back to you. I mean, you wanna hear that sear. If you put anything on your pan and you don't hear it searing back, take it off the pan because it's not ready yet. I said before, talking about getting a really nice color. In order to get nice color, you also always wanna get, that's gonna give you good flavor. So anytime you season it very nicely, nice high heat, give a nice sear, that's going to give you great color. Great color is going to give you great flavor. Always remember that, okay? That's going to sit there and just work on itself and love on itself, okay? Now, I have some potatoes here. This is just red skin potatoes that I just diced up. Depending on how large your pork is, it's going to determine how large or small your cuts of potato actually are. So this is a nice medium-sized pork. So you can actually take your pork and do maybe as your chicken, wow. You're actually going to take your potatoes. If I'm having so many foods in my mind, I'm really hungry right now, so pardon that. Okay? Take your potatoes. I did maybe a nice medium dice on these, okay? I'm just going to put these right in my pan. I didn't do anything to them. They're just going to sit in there and just wait for my pork, okay? The next step, I'm going to take my compound butter. So I have unsalted butter. Anytime you cook, definitely use unsalted butter, especially for baking. The only time that I'll use salted butter is if I'm going to use it to put right on some toast that I'm going to eat right away. Other than that, you always want to cook with unsalted butter. The taste, after you start doing it, you can taste the difference. But you can also control your sodium that way as well too. Inside of here, I have some thyme and some parsley as well. I also have some rosemary and garlic. I'll say maybe a tablespoon of each one, okay? And this is 1 full stick of butter. I'm gonna put that right in with my butter. And now I'm just gonna take a fork and just kind of really mix that up nicely. You can also give a little bit of seasoning to this as well too. Mix that up well. That garlic smells wonderful, okay? Just a little love like that, okay? Very simple. I'm gonna come back over here and check on our pork. What you can do, how do you know when to flip? You can always peek at it and kind of see what's happening underneath. If it doesn't seem like it has good color, then leave it there. But if it does, come here, don't you run away. It's gonna happen. It's gonna look like that, okay? Let it sear like that as well. And because I must, I'm gonna take a brush and I'm going to just brush on this amazing butter now, this herb garlic butter that is absolutely wonderful. You can use this butter for so many things. Chicken, fish, it's amazing on steak as well too. I'm just gonna give it a nice brush. Oh, yes, yes, wonderful. Okay, that's gonna sear. That's looking absolutely wonderful. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna take this entire pork and put it over my potatoes, okay? Check out that color. Oh, it's looking very beautiful. This is a pretty quick sear. You just really want to get some nice color, just like that, okay? So now, pork's gonna go right over this. Turn off my heat there, okay? I'm actually gonna give it one turn just so that I can baste the other side, okay? Baste it just like that. Oh, sing to it if you must. Okay? Always want to put the pretty side or presentation side up first. Push those potatoes underneath there. There you go. Because you want those potatoes to roast and get some of that wonderful flavor on those as well too. As you bake this, you want to open your oven often and just give it basting from time to time. Even allow some of that butter to even get down with these potatoes over here as well too. Okay? The entire thing is going to go in the oven. 375 degrees. Okay? I'm going to take this entire thing, it's going to go in the oven. When it comes out of the oven, it's going to have this very gorgeous, very beautiful look, just like that. Okay? That is wonderful. It looks absolutely delicious. The wonderful thing to do when you serve it, you want to slice it on a nice bias and put the potatoes right next to it. The meal is going to be absolutely wonderful. Enjoy that.